Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the brand new Sisley Phyto Teint Nude foundation. I'm just going to get into it, but if you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. And without further ado guys, here is the video. This is the water infused second skin foundation from Sisley Paris, and it has just launched. It is brand new. I actually got this as a press sample. I think I requested in the wrong shade, so that is my bad, but I'm going to be testing it out for you guys nonetheless. I'm going to be showing you what it looks like on my skin, what it feels like, and what it's like in general. So guys, this is the brand new Phyto Teint Nude Fluid Foundation, and it comes in 18 shades. I got the shade 6C Amber. I think I should have got the shade 5C Golden. It does look like it's going to be a bit rich for me, but hopefully it will be something I can use in the summer anyway. It is £68 and $95 US. I was not expecting it to be that price, so that's a bit of a shock. As you guys may know, Sisley Paris is quite an expensive, high-end, very luxurious skincare and makeup brand, so their foundation was obviously going to be quite pricey, but from what I know, they are supposed to be infusing some of their high-end Sisley Paris skincare into their foundation, so you should be getting a nice 2-in-1 product, but we shall see. It says Phyto Teint Nude, a second skin oil-free skincare foundation. Achieve an ultra-natural, radiant and even complexion with sheer coverage. Immediately the complexion is enhanced with a subtle satin finish. The skin texture is smooth, the skin is hydrated and plumper, small imperfections are blurred. Day after day, skin is more beautiful and energized, glowing with radiance. Its fluid, fresh and lightweight texture blends perfectly with the skin. It provides a bare skin feel, an undetectable finish and very light coverage. A range of 60 natural and radiant shades suitable for all skin tones from fair to dark. It's supposed to be very hydrating. It's supposed to have skincare ingredients like acerado cherry, which we know is supposed to brighten, aquatic mint, which is supposed to kind of lock in the moisture, hyaluronic acid, which we know kind of locks in moisture anyway. So it does have a range of skincare ingredients, so that is good. I'm a bit floored by the price. In terms of size, it is the standard size for a foundation. It is 30 mils and 1 fluid ounce, and it does come in very cute packaging, so I will show you the packaging first, then I'll get into a demo. The shade range does look pretty decent, considering I got a shade that was a bit too rich for me. I got the shade 6C. After 6C, there is a 6N, a 7N and an 8C. I think I should have got 5C, which is dark 5C Golden. There aren't that many warm undertones in the deeper end of the spectrum, which is always a bit disappointing. There are a few neutrals further down, so 6N and 7N are neutral, but 5 doesn't have a warm or a neutral, it just has a C, but it's called Golden. So it's a bit confusing, but hopefully it is still good. On the lighter fair end of the spectrum, there is a much greater shade range, I have to say. It goes from 000N Snow, 00C Swan, 00N Pearl, 00W Shell, 1C Petal, 1W Cream, 2N Ivory Beige, 2C Soft Beige, 2W1 Light Beige, 3C Natural, 3W1 Warm, 4C Honey, 4W Cinnamon, 5C Golden, 6C Amber, 6N Sandalwood, 7N Caramel and 8C Cappuccino. So it does seem like they're doing kind of what Dior does, is when they want to be a bit more inclusive but don't really want to go the whole hog. When they get to the deeper end of the spectrum, they tend to just kind of group things into one undertone. In the Sisley one, it does seem like there are a few more cools in there than neutrals, but there are a few neutrals as well. So I'm not sure how it's going to work on my skin tone. I already have had a look at it, and I do think it's going to be a bit rich, but I'm going to test it out, see what it looks like on my skin, see what it feels like. I will show you guys the packaging, and then I'll show you guys the demo. It definitely looks the most like the Laura Mercier tint in 6W1 Ganache, and also the Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 13. As we kind of knew, it's definitely a bit too red for me. It's definitely on the cool side of things, but it's definitely the most lightweight thing I have. So I think that gives it some kind of uniqueness and definitely will make it interesting to see on. In terms of packaging, it looks very much like my Dior Backstage and my MAC Studio Radiance. This is definitely nicer than both of them just because of the lid, and I think the lid is one of my favorite things about it. I think it gives it a bit more jazziness, but it is much more expensive than either of those products I have. I think compared to those things, I don't know how much better it's going to be, but it does seem like a big jump considering it is in a kind of plastic squeezy tube, and the only thing that makes it a bit more glamorous is the lid. As it is Sisley, I do think the ingredients are the thing that makes it more expensive, but we shall see. I'm going to try it on now. I'm going to try it on this side with just fingers and this side with a sponge. It does have quite a nice scent to it. It smells kind of like nice high-end skincare, and it is super sheer. It literally feels like I'm putting nothing on. It's so lightweight. It does mean that I can kind of get away with having a shade that's not quite right. Not seeing a huge difference, and I'm not seeing it really doing anything to my face. What I'm going to do on this side, I'm going to build it up with a sponge just to see if that makes any difference. I know the sponge is going to definitely soak up a lot more of this product, but sponges do tend to do quite a good job for me. I do think, considering it did swatch quite rich, it doesn't look too rosy on my face, which is nice. And considering I probably will use this in summer, I do think this is not bad at all. It's definitely got, I can see a lot more of the luminescence and the radiance with the sponge. That's it on with my fingers. Obviously I've got a giant spot on this side, so that doesn't help, but. Doesn't look bad at all, and I do think it has given me a bit more evenness. I think it's difficult because it's a bit more of a tint than a foundation, and they do say it's a second skin foundation, but I do feel like it's much more of a skin tint. It much more reminds me of like the Studio Radiance from MAC and a little bit of the Dior. The Dior I feel like has a bit more coverage, but this for me feels like a very lightweight skin tint. But it is nice, and it does literally feel like I have nothing on my face at all, and it feels very smooth to go on. So I'm going to pop a little bit more on this side with my fingers, and then I'm going to do a bit of concealing and see what happens then. I'm going to use a very lightweight concealer, one of my favourite brightening concealers. It's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade number 10. I'm going to use that just in the high points of my face and under my eyes to see if I can brighten this up a little bit, give it a bit of life, and also not overdo it in terms of coverage, just so I can really see what it looks like. But I'll do it all on camera so you can see what I'm doing and how much I'm putting on. So guys, that is the Sisley Phyto Teint Nude on. Not a bad skin tint at all, but it definitely is for me a skin tint more than a foundation. And I think having tried something that's my perfect match, it feels a little bit off key trying something that's not. Obviously I did pick this shade and I picked the wrong one, so it's definitely my fault. But I didn't see many W's in my shade range, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get anything much brighter. But I think for summer, I think this is gonna be a really nice little tint because it would be more my summer shade. And it's not bad at all. It feels very lightweight on, feels like a second skin, and really is very sheer and nice and light on the skin. So I think it's not too bad. It's not my favorite skin tint I've ever tried. I don't get that dewy feeling or that radiant feeling, but if you want something a bit more matte, then this could be a really good product for you because it's definitely not going to give you excess shine or anything like that. So hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it was helpful to see it on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Will you be buying it? Will you be trying it? Let me know. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.